$44 billion more, and this year it'll be a number even bigger than that. Not from us, but from other countries. We've made significant progress in the fight against radical Islamic terrorism. In Syria and Iraq, our brave warfighters have decimated ISIS, and we are working to get our regional partners to step up their contributions and take greater responsibility for the future of their own region.
Are you convinced that you discuss your strategy for Afghanistan?
We have. We discuss it all the time. We discuss it all the time. We feel very badly about that. It's war. It's a tough business, right, General? Tough business. We do.
Mr. President, you said that you believe that Khashoggi's death was a cover-up. Does that mean you don't believe the Saudis' explanation that it was an accident?
No, however they talked about it, nothing that they've done has done well. It certainly has not been spoken of properly. They did the wrong thing in even thinking about the idea. They certainly did a bad job of execution, and they certainly did a bad job of talking about it or covering it up, if you'd like to say that. But I would say it was a total fiasco. From day one, from the thought, whoever put it in their minds, that was not a good thought. The process was no good, the execution was no good, and the cover-up, if you want to call it that, was certainly no good. Yes? Did you have one? Okay.
Mr. President, will you be discussing a potential military response to Saudi Arabia and/or?
We discuss everything in this room. You'll be the last to know.
What about the migrant caravan?
Yeah, it's coming up. We'll discuss that too, because we're not going to allow these people to come into our country. You know, we have people, millions of people, that have worked for years to come into our country legally. They work for years. They've gone through all sorts of hell to proudly be a citizen of the United States, and it's taken a long time. They've worked very hard. Isn't it really unfair when people can just burst right over our borders and now they end up staying in this great country? Now, one of the things that has happened is we're doing so well economically that everybody wants a piece of it. We didn't have that 2 and 3 and 4 years ago or 10 years ago, but everybody wants a piece of it. But you have to come in legally, and you have to come in through merit. We have big companies coming into our country that would never even thought about it 3 years ago. We have car companies coming in from Japan, brand new plants, going to be announced soon. They've already announced some of them. Going to Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania and Kentucky and North Carolina and South Carolina, coming all over our country, Florida. And they need workers. And we want people. I think everybody around this table wants to see people come in. We need people. We have 3.7 unemployment. It's the lowest number in many years. Overall, probably the lowest numbers as a whole that we've ever had. African American, lowest numbers in history. Asian American. You look at any Hispanic American, lowest numbers, best unemployment numbers, and best employment numbers in history. We have more people working today than we've ever had working in the history of the United States. Think of that. So with all of this, what happens is a lot of people want to break into the system. We want people coming in, but they have to be of merit. They have to be merit-based. And we need those people because all these companies coming in, they need people. We need workers. And we look forward to doing something on that, and we will be doing something on that.
Mr. President, what's the timeline for the creation of Space Force?
I'd like to ask General Matters or Joe. Maybe I'd like to ask one of you two or both. How do you feel about it, General?
Right now, what we're going to do is set up a combatant command. That's our initial goal. We're working with Congress for the legislation that we'll need to open the door to further organization, but we're not letting any moss grow. We're organizing now for combat, and that's combatant command. It's underway right now.
Sure. That's it.
Mr. President.
I think I can say that everybody in this room feels strongly about Space Force. Everything's necessary, but that's going to be a very important part.
أنا لا أتحدث عن إرسال صواريخ إلى القمر. نحن ندفع بكل ما نستطيع، وأعتقد أن لدينا فرصة جيدة، وهذا سيء للجميع. تفضل.
I'm saying they should
ما
have never thought
أقوله
about it. Once they thought about it, everything else went wrong
هو
also.
أن هذا ما كان يجب أن
They
يحدث،
should have never thought about it. Should have
ما
never
كان
been
ينبغي أن
done.
يفكروا فيه،
But once they thought about it,
ولكن
everything
ما أن
else they
فكروا
did was
فيه.
bad too. The cover-up was horrible. The execution was horrible. But they should have
التغطية
never
على
been in an
ذلك
execution or a
سيئة جدا،
cover-up because it should have never happened.
ولكن ما كان ينبغي أن تحدث أبدا.
If the Crown Prince is implicated, how do you plan to hold him accountable? Do you think he should lose his license?
Well, we'll have to do something, but I will say this.
ينبغي أن نقوم بشيء ما.
I spoke with the Crown Prince yesterday.
تحدثت مع ولي العهد بالأمس،
Strongly said that he had nothing to do with this. This was at a lower level.
أنه ليس لديه أي دخل فيما حدث.
That are literally just now getting on planes, coming back. We have
والآن
in Turkey.
رجالنا ونساؤنا عائدون، وعندما يصلون سأتحدث إليهم. قد يصلون غدا صباحا أو في المساء، وسوف نتحدث آنذاك.
It's a very sad event for Saudi Arabia, very, very sad.
وهذا شيء محزن جدا بالنسبة للمملكة العربية السعودية.
Well, Mexico is working with us. There is
المكسيك تعمل معنا
It's going to be a while before they get here.
فيما يتعلق
And
بهذه
this group
القافلة.
that is around this table will be involved, and others will be involved. We cannot let people come into our country illegally.
وهناك
Just can't
أطراف
do it.
عديدة تعمل على
You don't have
ذلك،
borders, you don't have a country.
نسمح لهؤلاء الناس بأن يدخلوا إلى
Thinking
بلدنا.
about a lot of things. Thinking about everything, including
نحن
the
نفكر
military,
في
not just
أشياء
the
عديدة،
National Guard. The military is what I'm thinking about.
وربما نستعين بالقوات المسلحة أيضا.
It's not fair for a lot of reasons. Not fair to the people that are here, not fair to the people that want to come here.
وهذا ليس عدلا
People that have worked so hard to become a citizen.
من يعملون هنا ومن يدخلون إلى بلدنا عبر
Not
منظومة
fair to them, not fair to anybody.
الإنترنت، ويتم تقييمهم بشكل واضح، وهؤلاء الناس يأتون ويدخلون.
They're the military. Right, fellas? They're the military. They can do a lot. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.
شكرا للجميع.